got a startup idea and need help. Not sure if it's a good one or not. This is from Holiday Insurance 291. I don't see the words AI in there, so that's a good sign. Let's see what we have here.
It's because you only see a third of it.
My idea... My idea is people working from home. 44% of people in the UK, since from the UK, since COVID-19, all people have little home offices right now. So my services would be to go to the people that want a nice working environment to work instead of a pop-up desk in their bedroom. I would go there, talk with them about it, budget, design, practicality, health, positive environment, and type of work they want. Sounds like an interior decorator. Then I would go out and find the best products for the person to meet their needs, vision of a perfect working environment, and performance they need to do it, and combine that with several different designs and ones they have. It is an interior designer.
Yeah.
So I mean that's it. Yeah, that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah,
turning your home workspace into like a comfortable, positive workspace.
It's a specialized interior designer.
It is a specialized interior design, which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely cool.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. So I don't think a lot of people don't realize how interior designers make their money, right? It's not just, hey, let me design this place for you and you're going to pay me a fee, right? What happens most of the time, or actually all the time as far as I know, is the designer has connections with different manufacturers. And the manufacturer might sell a product to the public for $100, but they'll sell to the designer for $70, right? And you'll pay $100 and the designer will keep the $30 and then the manufacturer gets the $70. And that's how they make their money. They make their money not just off of the fee for charging you, but the commission for selling the product.
It's the same thing like contractors,
right?
All of that stuff. They have a retail price of a product and they have a contractor price.
Yeah.
Right? So
and the reason why I bring this up is because I don't want someone to hearing this thinking, oh, but it's going to be so it's going to be so expensive getting an interior designer. It's not. It's not, because the interior, you're going to pay that money anyway for the stuff. It's just going to be nicer stuff, and the designer is going to take a commission from the manufacturer who sold them the product anyway. Maybe a little bit of a markup, maybe not, but generally speaking, you're not going to pay too much more for it. So is this definitely a good business? You could do this.
I think so. I mean, once again, there was a problem that was created during COVID that most people...
What problem was that?
The work from home situation. Like most houses with people that had never worked from home weren't set up to have a workspace.
They would work on their dining room table or kitchen table or something like that.
So like, I think this is a good idea, because if he's correct and 44% of people are still working from home,
that's crazy.
A lot of people probably haven't even thought about permanently configuring a space in their house that is comfortable to work in, but also like fits in with everything else, right? Like, I know when my wife started working from home, we just kind of randomly took one of the bedrooms and turned it into an office, and it was just that way for months, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until we were probably a year in where I was like, listen, like, this is not working. Like, this is not working for you.
That long?
Yeah, because we had like a plastic fold-out table, and we're like, you know what? Let's just make this a permanent office. Like, there is zero chance that she will ever go 100% back to an office.
Yeah.
Just, she's in finance. She works right now for one of the major pharmaceutical companies. I don't think anybody in this area is going to go 100% back to the office. I mean, they have 3 days a week in the office, but that's still 2 days a week that she has to work from home. So I think home offices are going to become like a thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, I probably, I don't know if permanent's the right word, but it's going to be for a while, I would think.
I mean, look at Shopify. Shopify doesn't have an office.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot of businesses that do
that.
They're
100% remote.
Well, I would say that you can look even closer than that. You can look at commercial space. Commercial space is readily available because no one wants it. Because no one's using offices. Everyone's they've realized during the pandemic, wow, we can get people working from home in their home office And now we don't need all this space. We don't need these offices anymore. Now, of course, the government caught on to that too. And now they're saying, well, if you work out of a home office, that means you're not, going to lunch and you're not paying tax and this, that, or the other. So we're going to start increasing certain taxes because of that. Mm-hmm. Of course they are. Well, why wouldn't they? Right? That's what the government does. But no, the point is, it might be a very long time before people are back in the office full time, if ever.
If ever.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing right now is why would they? Like if you have the option, so I get it. There's a lot of things that get lost when people are no longer, like the water cooler talks and information being passed from one person to another. Because you walk by, you hear two people talking about something and you can weigh in and bring a perspective that they may not have thought about. You don't randomly drop into a Teams meeting and be like, hey guys, what's up?
Right.
Like, good to see you here.
Right.
Right? It doesn't happen. But yeah, I think overall, even the companies that are going to mandate people back to the office are not going to do it 100% of the way, even though there is a push for that right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was Musk. It was somebody that was saying, and it was an interesting point, right? How it's not. What?
Yeah.
Let me get it out.
Yeah, I know.
Don't laugh.
Don't
laugh.
I'm smiling.
Okay.
I'm not laughing.
It was something about the people at the supermarkets, they have to be there. The guy delivering your food, he has to be there. The people at the like Home Depot and stuff, they have to be there. So why shouldn't you have to be there too? Right? Mm-hmm. I thought that was an interesting argument. There's some flaws in that, but
correct.
Just saying, don't laugh.
Just ask Shopify.
Just ask Shopify,
right? Like, and I think there's still value in bringing people together at an office or whatever. But
I agree.
I don't think 100% is needed. I would love to mandate government workers to have to go to the office, though.
Because
it's the federal government.
Yeah.
If I'm paying them, they better show up at the office.
Well, the funny thing is they probably, again, I could be dead wrong on this. Knowing the federal government, they probably have offices that no one's in,
yes,
but they're still paying rent and everything on.
Well, they probably own them.
Or own them, right?
Yes.
And they're, but no one's using them, and they're just sitting there vacant.
Yeah. So the numbers, work from home numbers in general, have gone up across every single industry, and I think I remember reading somewhere that government workers are some of the highest percentage that now work from home. Because realistically, think about all the people that answer a phone. All they need is a phone and a computer.
Yeah.
Does it really matter where you are?
I guess, so back in the late 90s, when I was working one of my first jobs out of college, yes, I'm old. I remember there was like a situation where I had to stay home for a week. I couldn't go to the office. It was a medical thing. I couldn't go to the office. And it was the first time I was working from home. And that wasn't a thing back then because the internet was still relatively newer, didn't have this connection speed it has now, et cetera, et cetera. But it was just really, I still remember the feeling like, this is weird. This is weird being home, talking to people, usually through the phone or some type of instant messenger. Like I think we're still using AOL Instant Messenger back then.
Could be.
And
IRC.
Yeah, Pigeon I think was another one.
Yep.
And doing work from home without people in the office, and I'll never forget that feeling. It was so weird.
Yeah.
So now it's commonplace.
It's
So
we've come a long way.
So yeah, I would definitely think that doing some type of interior design, specifically around the home office decor, would be great. I think people would love that. You would have to get over. You'd have to make sure they know that it's not going to cost them a lot of money,
even still,
outside of the furniture.
There's going to be people at this point in time that are willing to pay for it.
Oh, sure,
right?
Absolutely.
Regardless of what the price tag is, you just got to find the right audience, the level furniture that you have access to. Because if you only have access to high-end furniture, you're not going to go after...
Right.
So, yeah. The rest of it is the marketing side of it. Like, understand your target audience, know what you're selling them.
Yeah.
for some, price is an issue. For others, it's not.
In fact, even do a little bit of research if you want beforehand, because one of the things I can see people being a little concerned with doing this is, well, what if they tell me next year I got to come back and I spent all this money? Find out what companies have made it clear no one's coming back anytime soon. This way you can at least give people the comfort level that if you're going to spend this money, you're going to be using it for quite some time.
But even still, now that we set up a home office, I find myself, if I need to sit down and work on my computer, I go in there even though it's not
but you're
work.
The boss.
No, even though it's not work.
Right.
Right. If I'm just sitting down.
Doing whatever. Okay,
yes,
gotcha. Okay.
I find myself going to that space because it's set up to be a comfortable place to sit with a computer. Right. So I don't even know that it would be wasted to, if it's done right and it becomes an actual functional workspace.
Right.
I don't think it's just for work. I think it becomes a workspace.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
It's
workspace doesn't necessarily mean for your employer.
Correct.
You can do 100 different things there. So you could be during the day, you could be working for a corporation writing reports, but at night you're making a cookbook or something like that.
Right.
And that could be your workspace for doing it.
Yes.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. That makes sense.
So, and the funny thing at the end of this, this person says I could do gaming setups as well.
Yes.
I think that's brilliant too, because those two things have a lot in common.
You've seen my flight simulator.
I've seen your flight simulator.
That thing's fantastic.
Maybe this person could make a full cockpit for you around it.
It's true.
That would be cool.
That is true. All I'm missing is the shield. So,
but
all right,
very
cool.
Great idea.
Holiday insurance, go get them. I love it. That's a great idea.
If you found this clip interesting, make sure to go listen to the full podcast. There's lots more content there.